know very well that in the previous lecture we are already done with defining some coding part for this racing game that we were making. So let me just run this code for you guys and show what exact left and right direction keys. And as soon as it leaves the path, the window gets it touches or it collides with the red car, then also uh, okay, so at present it is showing me live this YouTube. So we are going to come down over here on this main loop. So that's the main loop, this while loop over here, and used in that Pygame tutorial which I shooted a couple of days back. So if you have attended that lecture, you haven't attended the yesterday's tutorial in which I explained all this thing, because if you know about that code which I have explained you in the previous 6 tutorials which were based on Pygame, then you will be able to understand this whole code also, using which I have made this amazing racing game. So I would first like to come on this line of code. Yeah, so we have a function over here with which we are making the background, that path which is getting reflected, we are making it come on the window. So just before this, let's define a function with the help of which we can get some message kind of thing reflected on our window. So let's name it as display underscore message. So this is going to be for the message thing, and let's pass these two parameters to this function. Okay, now inside this, I would first like to define a variable which is going to help us in which we are going to store the font type. So pygame dot font dot as I've told you that we can use this sys font function for getting the font type, right? So now I would like to use Times New Roman. Okay, and then what is a font size in which you would like to see the text? So you can put that font size over here. I would like to see it in this 72. Then we can use this true over here. Right, once you're done with this, you can now come down and you can use another variable for storing the message, whatever you want to get reflected on the window. So font dot render is the function you can use for fetching the message part through, because the message is going to come in this msg named variable, right? That is the reason I've passed this as a parameter, and we have to pass true as a parameter over here. And also, in which color would you like to see the message? So I would like to see it in white color. That is the reason passing these three values for R, G, and B, right? 255, 255, and 255. It's time for us to set the game display. So self.game display is a game display is the one which I'm going to make use of, and then which function can be used for fetching everything and getting the same reflected on the window. You guys know the answer very well. It's the blit function, right? Blit is for block transfer. If you haven't checked out the previous tutorial, I would request you to please go ahead and check it out now, because I have explained about this blit function many times in the previous tutorial. Right, so the full form of this split is block transfer, and it is used for fetching everything and getting the same reflected on the window on which the whole game is appearing. So we can pass this text as a parameter. Besides that, where would we like to see the text getting reflected on a window? So we can set the dimensions. We can set the points, sorry. So get width, that is going to help us in getting the width, and then we can use this what we call it formula, and simply we can then make use of text dot get underscore height, right? So this is for setting the height, and this is for, I think everything is fine over here. So that this bracket is ending over here, and this bracket is ending over here. Yeah, everything is good to go. So that's a formula you can use, and in case you want to you want to see the text getting reflected at some other point, you can define your own formula according to your requirement, right? Because I've already tried it, so I know exactly which thing can give me the right output. Then we can use this self dot display credit. So again, this is a function which I will be defining the code for, but not now, after some time. Let me first define the code for this display message function. So I'm going to create this function, and then it will be called here self dot display underscore. Can get it updated regularly, because this code will get incremented regularly. As you guys know very well, if the once the yellow car passes the red, to update the things on regular basis, we can use this update function, right? Then we can call the clock. So self dot clock dot tick, right? That's the function you can use, and let's pass 60 as a value to this, like this. And then also in the same way we can uh, do this thing for the racing window, right? Okay, let me just check whether it is going to give us the correct output or not. Okay, so right now we have this white background. So I'm able to see this score over here. See, it's incrementing, it's getting updated like this, and it is working fine, right? Let me close this window. Okay, I would first like to now check my YouTube, if everything is going fine over there or not. Or do we have some issue? Just give me a very short moment. Please bear with me. Hello, with to STA. Can I have your name, please? And thank you very much, dear, for supporting this channel, and for for checking out the tutorial. I know you are liking, and you are also sharing the videos regularly on your in your groups. Thank you so very much for that. I would like you to please call the other students also of your class, of your school, to join our channel and learn these coding things free of cost. Right. Definitely it is going to, these tutorials are going to help you guys a lot, and you are going to get a lot of benefits from these tutorials that we are shooting. Okay, let's now come down over here, and we have this high score, right, function defined over here. So here we are going to define, just below this, we are going to define this function display credit. So what I am doing, I am putting this def over here. So that's the keyword with the help of which we can define a function, right? We can put this display credit. So make sure the spelling, there's no spelling mistake. Self. Okay, and then again we can do the same thing. We can first make use of a variable, let's say font, because it is a local variable, so you can use the same. Again, it is totally your call. If you want to change it, you can definitely do that, but I would like to go for this one only because I like it very much, font. So pygame.font, and then we can use this sys font. So in which font you would like to see the credits getting reflected. So credits are going to come down right in the bottom. Let me just show it to you how, where would I like to see the credits. So that's the credits, they are getting reflected at present over here. So that's what I would like to see. That's what I'm trying to add to this game of mine, which I am creating. So I would like to see them in this font style Times New Roman. Okay, and let me now define the font size also. So 14 is going to be the font size. Text is equal to font. Okay, then we can have you. Then we can make use of this render, of course. And now whatever you want to see, you can put it inside the double inverted commas. So thanks for watching. Thanks for let's make it. Thanks for playing. Right. Thanks for playing. And then we can simply pass this value true for getting this text reflected on our window, and in which uh, color you would like to see the font, you would like to see the text, I would like to see it in white. That's the reason I've defined white over here. Simply now we can use this self, right? Self dot game display we can use, and then we can use this block transfer function which is blit. Inside it we can put this text, and let's now pass the coordinates where we would like to see coordinates of the point we would like to see the text getting reflected to. So at 600 comma 500 I would like to see the text. Then text is equal to font dot display we can use, right? And it's text is equal to font dot not display, sorry, font. We are done with this text, and we have defined this self dot game dot game display dot blit. It is fine. Then for this text we need to define render function, sorry. So below this thanks for watching, I would like to get my own name getting reflected. So Gaurav K Jain I can write. I have a YouTube channel with this name. If you want, you can check that out too. Definitely, there are several videos you'll find very interesting. So I would like to see this one also in red, white, sorry. Again, I can copy this whole thing and I can put it over here. Okay, and let's change the coordinates. So below this thanks for playing, I would like to see my own name. So I just have to change this y part, right? I'm changing it to 520, and let's copy this whole thing, and I'm going to make use of same thing over here. And below my name I would like to see my email ID getting reflected. So Jan 126 at the rate gmail.com, and rest everything is going to remain the same, I think. We have to change the font, so, sorry, position, so we can change it to 540. Let me now run this game and see what's going to happen. If when the yellow card touches the red one, so the window is getting closed, though we're not able to see the credits. Now I think we'll have to do something for controlling that part. Just a second. So here we have this. Where is that tick function? I have defined that tick function somewhere, that clock tick function. Yes, I'm looking for this one. Not this, sorry, this one, yeah. So here, if the car's x coordinate is smaller than 310 or car's x coordinate are greater than 460, then this should happen. Okay, self dot crash is equal to true. Also, I would like to use this display message. I would like to call this display message function, and I would like to see this game over getting reflected, right, like this. And the same thing we can do for the y coordinate also. I think that will be a good idea, right? Let me now check it whether it is going to give us the correct output or not. So let's run this game on Python, and here we go. It's running perfectly fine. Okay, it's again getting closed. Now why is it happening? It says that line number 77. So we have some issue in line number 77. Okay, so what's the issue? Display message. Let me just check the issue over here. So it says that car underscore racing dot racing window. Invalid destination position for blit. Okay, that's what it is telling us. So have we done something wrong over here? That's what we have to check out. So game.display.blit thing, it is not accepting this input. Now why is it not accepting this input? That's what we'll have to check. So text, then when the user, just a second. Now what I have done over here is, let me just tell you that first. So in case this car's x coordinates becomes greater than x value of x of the coordinates of the position where the car is there, if its value becomes greater than self dot enemy underscore car underscore startx and self dot car underscore x coordinate. So what should happen? Self dot crash will become true, and this message will get printed. So this message will get printed by this function display message. So it means that this function will be called. Now here, that's the uh, formula I have used for calculating the point where I would like to see the text getting reflected. Okay, here I have used three different values, but it only accepts two values. So I'll have to change it to minus. I think now I'll get the correct output. So earlier it was comma, right? Now I think I'll be able to get the, yeah, I was able to see that game over. Okay, same thing I can do. Uh, what else is the error? So we are getting this error also. Sleep takes exactly one argument. Okay. So sleep takes exactly one argument. No problem. We can put one over here. I think that will give us the correct output. I think will be, yeah. I Now the game is working perfectly fine. See, I'm able to see all the credits and I'm able to see that game over also getting reflected uh, right on the top over here. Perfectly fine. It's running perfectly fine and everything is looking great. Now it's time for us to add some sound to our game. How to do that? So we are going to make use of the same commands. Fine, but I'll not use the sound which I have on my device right now. I'll show you the whole process from the beginning. What you can do right from the beginning, I would like to show you the whole process. How can you get a sound from YouTube and then you can put it in your game. So you can come on your YouTube channel and then you can simply come on this channel, then customize channel. So as soon as you'll click this customize channel option, it will redirect you to this YouTube Creator Studio, or else you can directly come on this. There is an option available in this window which will appear when you click on your profile pic. So you can visit that option and you can directly access this YouTube Creator Studio. So here there is an option named your library where you can get the royalty free music. So let's check out which one can we add. Okay, I'm downloading this one. Okay, waste bad. And now what you have to do after downloading the music, you will have to open the folder where you have saved all your Python files and this project. Make sure that if you're working on Sublime Text or any text editor, sorry. So make sure that when you are using some text editor, so try to save your project in the same folder where you have your Python files stored. Okay, for example, I have all my Python files over here, and you can also find it in the same folder. So you'll have to come in this C drive, then users, then your administrators, what we call it, folder, then app data, then come in local, and here you'll find a folder named programs, then come in Python, and then over here you'll see I have created a folder named racing. So all my Python files are there, the libraries and all the packages are stored in this file, and you can see this racing named folder in which I have all these sprites. So I can make use of this blue car also if I want, but for now I'll be going with blue. With red one, let's come on this downloads where I have downloaded this West Bad, and I would like to place it first in this racing named folder where my games file is there. Let me just change the name to something which is simple. Okay, so song. So what is the name of this file? You can find it in this properties window. So the complete name of the file is song.mp3. Now we have to add it to our game. So when the game starts, the user should be able to hear the song from the background. What we can do, we can simply use the same code, the one which we used in the previous game. I hope you remember this game which we developed in the one of the previous lectures. I think it is also we have used Pygame in this one also, right? So that's the one which we developed, and here in this I'm going to make use of the same code. So pygame.mixer dot init, that's the function with the help of which you can which you have to initialize first, and then from here you can simply make use of this mixer dot music dot load. So load is a function with the help of which you can load the main file, the main music file. So what is the name of it? Its name is song.mp3. So we can simply put song.mp3 over here, right? And it's time for us to now play it. How can we do that? We'll have to again use the same code pygame.mixer.music, and of this music you can use this play function. Okay, so that is going to play for you the music if you will put the loops value is equal to -1. Let's now hear the music. So I'm starting the game and let's see whether we'll be able to hear the music in the background or not. So that's how you can add music to your game. I hope you really like this code, right? Please do comment in this comment box if you really like this code. You can use it with any game, right? It's very easy, it's very simple, only 3 lines of code, and you can add a nice song to your game. Okay, now there is, I was going through the comment section today. I was checking my YouTube channel, and over there I found a query. There is a person who is not able to run or install this free games or Pygame packages we are talking about right now. So let me just help you. How can you install Pygame and how can you access Pygame on your Sublime Text or whatever editor you're using? So if you're not using PyCharm where you can install the packages directly in one go, if you're using a text editor like the Sublime Text or Brackets or something else, so what you have to do, you'll have to first visit this environmental envir environment variables. Okay, so as soon as you'll type environment over here in the search box, right on the top you'll see these two options. Even if you're using Windows 10, the same two options you will be able to see over there also in the all programs menu. Now you have to visit this edit the system environment variables. Okay, simply click this and it will open for you the system variables window, system properties window. Now here in this window right in the bottom you will find this environment variables button. Click this button to open the environment variables. Now there are two options. So you have to come down in the system variables. Here you'll find something like path. Okay, now you have to edit this path. What you have to do, see initially you will find only, let me tell you what you'll find initially. So you will not find the Python path defined over here. You'll have to define it yourself. So initially if you will check it on your device, you will not find this app data path which I have defined myself manually. There are two paths. This is the first one. Sorry. there are two paths which I have placed over here. Now how to put the paths? You can put a semicolon first, and after that you can put both the required paths. Now where you'll get the paths from, which paths I'm talking about, let me tell you that. So I'm talking about this path. I just showed you how can you where can you find your Python files. So you'll have to first come in this folder Python 38-32. If you have 3.9.2 installed on your computer, then you'll see Python 39.32, something like that. So you'll have to come inside it, and that's the first path. You can copy it from here, and you can simply visit this environmental edit system variables window. And what you have to do, then you have to put a colon like this and simply paste the path over here. Then the second path that which you have to define after doing this is the scripts path. So there is a folder with name scripts that you will find over here, right, inside which you'll find this pip. So, most of the times it happens if you run this command pip install and you want to install some package like numpy. So it fails to, recognize this pip. That's what the error it shows you. Now, how to make this command prompt recognize your this package manager? This is a package manager which helps us in managing the packages. So what you can do, you can put this whole path, this scripts path over here, put a semicolon, and then paste the whole path here. Click OK, click OK. It will be now when you will you'll have to close your command prompt if it is open, and when you will reopen it, you will be able to get the output. And if you're working on Sublime Text, make sure that once you're done with coding the whole thing, you have to use this save as button for saving your file, and then you have to save the file in the very same folder in which your Python file exists, so that Sublime Text can also, it doesn't have to struggle then to find out the folder where the Python files and packages are there. So that's what you have to do. This is it, and after that you will be able to run the code and get the output the way I'm able to get, right? Query, let me just check the comments section. And if you want to know more about this game, I would like to I would like you guys to please visit the previous tutorial which I shooted yesterday, in which I explained each and every single line of code which you are able to see over here. It was a 1 hour tutorial which I shooted yesterday, and in that I explained every single line of code which is right now visible to you on your window, right? Just give me a short moment. Uh, Thank you very much, Coders Range, for liking the video, and thank you very much for your comment, dear. I hope you really enjoyed this. Please do not forget to share this video also. It really means a lot to all of us who are working really hard today to give you the best content. I don't know how much we are able to do it, but definitely if you will share your ideas, your views with us, we'll be able to give you some very amazing stuff, right? In case you're not finding this one interesting. Okay, so I think we are offering right now many types of courses. So we have courses for data structures and algorithm. We have courses for Python. We have courses for simple softwares like Excel also. I have myself shooted that Excel course. So if you want, you can just check out that Excel course. What you have to do, you have to type Gaurav Kumar Jain Excel course Geeks for Geeks School. So you will be redirected on that web page. You will be able to find the hyperlink of that web page with which you can get yourself redirected on that web page, where you can find the whole information of that Excel course which I have made for you guys. So it is a paid course, but the fees is we are charging very less. You can say negligible for that amazing course which I have made. So it's totally your call whether you want to take it or not, but definitely it will give you the whole in and out of Excel. And Excel is being in that course, and it's Java coding based course also. If you want to take it, you can take that too, right? Try to learn more and more. And in case you are interested, find any course interesting which we are providing to you guys, just take that course. At least take one, because once you get, once you will get in, once you'll avail a course, definitely there are many other benefits which you are going to get, but also many things which are going to help you, which are going to benefit you in developing something new which you have in mind right now. So this is it from my side in this lecture. Hope to see you guys in the next lecture two, which I'm going to shoot tomorrow at the same time, 5:30, and we will be coding a new game tomorrow right from the scratch, and it will be